Hi, everybody. It's Jamie Grogan with Solutions for Solopreneurs. We are continuing our series, Journey to Entrepreneurship. Um, as you know, this podcast is dedicated to those people who are on the fence and don't know how to start their business or if they can start their business. Because this is more about us empowering you and making sure you know that no matter where you are in life, no matter your age, your socioeconomic status, no matter your education level, none of that matters. You can launch your side hustle, your passion project, your hobby, whatever it is, to whatever scale you want it to be, you can do it. The keys to your happiness are in your own pocket. I know you guys get sick of hearing me say that, but it's the truth. And it's up to you to take advantage of all of the tools that we have to do that. The biggest challenge is between your ears. Christelle, is that how you pronounce your name?
Yes, it's Christelle.
Christelle, can you go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience?
Of course. Hi, my name is Christelle Vega, and it's a great pleasure for me to be here today. Thank you, Jamie, for inviting me. So basically, I live in Los Angeles, but I'm originally from Cameroon. That's where you hear this beautiful accent from.
Beautiful accent.
And I'm a transformational coach, which means I work with people to really help them transform from within. I know usually people go to a life coach to reach a goal, to achieve, something. But I know after the strategies they get out there, after all the techniques they give them, the real work is the inner work. So that's the part I deal with. And I mostly work with coaches because I'm a coach myself and I know the struggles I had to go through. I know the transformation, or personal transformation I had to go through. So I help them go through that phase also. And I know entrepreneurship, somebody said that once and I didn't realize until I experienced it. Entrepreneurship is really a journey of your own life.
That's right.
It's a personal journey. So yeah, that's in few words how I can introduce myself. I'm really glad to be.
That's wonderful. And I love what you said, and I'm going to repeat it. The real walk is the inner, what did you say? The real walk
is the inner walk, yes.
The inner walk. I love that. That should be a tagline somewhere because people don't realize that if they haven't done the work on themselves from within, they're going to continue to struggle in all aspects of their life, not just in business. So I appreciate that, that saying, that tagline, whatever you want to call it. The real walk is the inner walk. I love that, Christelle. That in like a few words explains so much about entrepreneurship. So tell us where your journey began and how you got to where you are now.
Okay, that's a long story, but I will try to keep it short. So I went full-time in my business last year. So it's been less than a year that I'm full-time in business. And before that time, I was working at LAX as an airline account manager. It was a French airline. It was a great job. I had, making good money. My paycheck was good. I was on salary, so I didn't even have to worry about the hours and all of that. But there was a fire burning within me. I could have stayed, comfortable where I was, but we all know that comfort is the enemy of the great life we're aspiring to. So it was scary, definitely, and it didn't make sense. Nobody understood when I decided to quit my job and go full-time in business. I was the craziest person in the room at that moment.
Me too.
Yes, I was really crazy because people couldn't believe that I was leaving that behind to go start a business. So I had all sorts of advice, and it might work for other people, but it wasn't just for me. It was like, you can do it on the side. And I remember the first time I told my manager that I was quitting to go full-time. He told me, no, you don't quit. Do it on the side, make it work. You are the manager, you can work around your hours. And I really tried. But I just couldn't do it. I know some people build a business on the side until they is able to replace their 9-to-5 income, but I wasn't that person.
Right.
So I had to give it up. I had to let go of any kind of safety or fallback protection.
Yes.
I think the universe was taking me to that journey of trusting, fully trusting, not having a safety net in case it doesn't work. I didn't have the option of if it doesn't work. It
That's
had to
right.
work. It wasn't, I didn't have some Will Smith said, the only plan is the plan A. You don't need the plan B. And
Right.
that's how I went in. Like, I have no plan B. It has to work. This is
Right.
my plan, period. So I quit after convincing and trying to convince people that I'm not that crazy. But inside, I was feeling crazy too. I remember one day I literally sat on my couch and I started crying, asking to myself, why are you doing this to yourself?
What am I doing?
Why do you want more? I mean, you're good where you are. Why do you want more? Mine that I've moved in here like 4 years ago. So I was really in a good place for a foreigner, right? So it was like, what are you looking for? Why are you not just satisfied with what you have? But there was a fire within me that I just couldn't ignore. I just couldn't. Used to tell people, I think I've been a coach my whole life, but I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't getting
Right.
paid for that.
That's right.
So I knew I had something to offer. I knew I could help people, and I just wanted to do that. I wasn't sure it was going to work. I had no evidence, no proof. I had zero client at the time when I decided to go full time, but I jumped. And funny story is that the week I finally sent my resign, because the HR first gave me leave of absence to not resign. But even after that, I decided to resign. So when I sent that email, the same week I landed my first client.
That's right.
So it's like you have to show the universe that you mean business.
Yes.
It takes courage.
Yes.
It takes courage to do that. But once you make the move, once you jump, and again, it's my personal journey. Some people might feel comfortable, doing it on the side until they can replace their 9-to-5 income. But whatever your journey is, it takes courage to decide that after work, I'll go work on my own business. It takes a lot of work. It's heavy on your body, in your mind, and all of that. So it takes courage. And I was crazy enough to make that big leap. And fast forward to today, I don't regret any moment. I will never go back to a 9-to-5. Nothing wrong with that. It wasn't just for me. And I had to honor myself and go for what I was meant to do.
Right.
So
That's right. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. And you said so many amazing things during that introduction. One of the things that stood out the most to me is when you said you have a fire burning in you. And I I I use that, I use a different analogy. For me, it was like a tapping on the shoulder. It was this idea in my head that I just kept thinking about and thinking about and thinking about, and the universe and God is tapping me on the shoulder saying, you really should do this. You really should do this, because I couldn't not think about it. It consumed me. It was like this, you know, um, like the best piece of chocolate cake you've ever seen, and you just had to eat it. That's what it felt like to me. Like, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it because there was just such a calling, and I was just so drawn to it. And then afterwards, and I look back on things, and I'm like, okay, I was a horrible employee. I just was never a good employee, because I was that employee that asked too many questions, that didn't, conform to all of the rules and regulations, and, was on the phone with the client too long. And, that was me. I was always being reprimanded for something in that corporate world that to me was second nature. Like, of course, I'm going to get to know this person that I'm talking to on the phone, that I'm trying to sell something to. Of course, you're going to get to know them. So in your year that you've been self-employed and you've taken that leap, and the universe has rewarded you for your bravery, what are some of the biggest lessons you've learned?
One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that it's not about what you do. Those are things we hear and we don't embody it. And so I'm going to say it again. If you've ever heard it before, hear it again. It's really not about what you do. It's who you are when you're doing those things.
Mm.
Was a big game changer for me to realize that, because when you go you decide to start your business, it's new for you. So the tendency is to run after every shiny object out there. Oh, this is the strategy that will take you there.
Right.
This is the program that will change everything for you.
Right.
This is the thing. This is the tool. This is, you have to go live every day on Facebook. You have to do this. This is the checklist. This is all the things you should do to make it happen. And we run, and a lot of people get burnt out trying to do all those things and get frustrated because most of the time it doesn't work. And I was that entrepreneur in the beginning. I was the person that I never, had a second thought on investing on myself. So I will invest even if I don't have any food in my fridge afterward.
Right.
I don't care. As long as they tell me this is the strategy that will change everything for you,
Right.
I will go for it. I will invest.
Right.
But I was frustrated because I wasn't getting the result, not because the programs I was joining were not great. They were great programs, with great coaches that are making millions of dollars in business. So they knew what they were talking about. And people in the programs were getting results,
Right.
which was more frustrating for me because I was working really hard, trying my best, giving it all,
That's right.
and I wasn't getting the results. So that's how I know it's really not about what you do. Because in that moment, I was doing those things, relying on them to make a difference for me.
Right.
I was giving away my power to those things. I wasn't leading myself. I wasn't being the person that would get those results. I was counting on strategies and I was burnt out. I was
Right.
frustrated and I wasn't getting the result. Can you imagine you're spending a lot of money? I'm talking about programs that cost like
Absolutely.
$12,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and you're putting all the work because you're like, I can't spend all this money and not get,
Right.
my money worth. But I was, I was conscious enough, aware enough to realize that it's not the program that is not working. Because if people are getting results, that means the program works. It's not the program. So what is not working here?
Right.
It's not because I'm not working hard enough. No. It's not because I'm not, showing up. I am. But something else is making a difference between me and the other people getting results. And
Right.
what is that something? It's who
Me.
I am while
Yeah.
I'm applying all those strategies. So that's the biggest lesson I have learned. It's really not about how hard you work, because I told you, I was giving it all.
Right.
It's really not about what strategy, because sometimes people blame coaches. Oh, I paid this money, I didn't get the result. The coach is not getting you the result. The program is not getting you the result. You are getting the result. They're holding space for you. The program is a tool. You are the key.
Right.
So that was for me the biggest lesson I've learned so far, is how do I show up in those things that I'm doing? I am showing up in the mindset of I am successful and this is just a tool, or I'm showing up, oh my gosh, I hope this will get me there. If
Right.
you come hoping that somebody's going to save you, a program's going to save you, for me, it's not working. Like,
Right.
it didn't work. From
Right.
my experience, I'm sharing my biggest takeaway. It's really not about all those things. You can pay a lot of money. You can even work with Tony Robbins. We are talking about him.
Yes.
Pay him $60,000 an hour
Right.
and get frustrated, because it depends on how you show up. Who are you when you're going there and signing up and doing all those things? And oh, this one is shared her story and said she went live on Facebook every day for a year and now she has $1 million business.
Right.
Let me start doing it.
Right.
It doesn't work like that. It
Right.
just doesn't.
Yeah.
You have to figure out what works for you, what feels good to you, what is in alignment with who you are.
Right. Right.
So that's so far my biggest takeaway.
That is that is by far one of the hardest things for entrepreneurs to learn and to remember, right? Because I know from my own experience, I did the exact same thing. I bought the tools, I bought the programs, I, joined the coaching programs, but I was never confident in my own ability to show up. I was, like you said, looking for the coach to teach me how to show up.
Mhm.
And nobody can teach you how to show up as you. That's not possible, because what works for them and what works for the other person may or may not work for you because of who you are. So when you say authenticity and um, your own truth, I feel like people disregard that because they hear it so much.
Mhm.
And when you're in, like you said, that mindset of, I'm going to try this because she said I went live every day for a year and now I have $1 million business. But you're trying it because that it worked for that person. You're not going live because you want to share your message with the world.
Mhm.
So with that realization, when you talk to your clients, how do you get them to embrace that part of it? Because that must be a struggle.
Mm. Yes, totally. And that's basically all my coaching business. I'm thinking about, yeah, yeah, that's my whole coaching business.
I can so see that.
Alignment, alignment, which means how is it, like you said, you are not going live on Facebook because you want to share your story, but because someone is doing it. First of all, I help them get rid of all the should,
Oh, I love that.
because
Wait,
we
say that
have so
again.
many, you should do this, you should do that, this is how you should, this is how you should. Get rid of, first step, get rid of all of that.
I love that.
And get clear on what you want, because at the end of the day, your business is your business.
Right.
Okay, it's yours. It's like you're in your kitchen cooking. It's your food you are cooking.
Right.
You don't really care how, if someone else likes it spicy. It's your food, right?
Right.
You don't like it spicy, you don't make it spicy. So
Right.
it's your business. First of all, remember that it's my business, and that how do I want to run my business. And it's not an easy task, because people have that story of you have to do what other successful people did to get the result they got. Not wrong, not right, but at the end of the day, again, it's your own journey. Whatever they did was their personal journey. Worked for them because it was in alignment with what they wanted and who they are.
Yes.
What do you want for your own business? What it is that you want? And surprisingly enough, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people have a vague idea.
Right.
Oh, I want to be successful, but they don't know exactly what they want.
Right.
Oh, I want, it's like it's a thing in the coaching business. I want to make $10,000 a month. Like after that, your life has, you're rich. So it's a thing. Okay, it seems like everybody has that goal. Okay, I want to make $10,000 a month. Are you sure you want that? So first of all, I help them get clear on what it is that they want exactly. And then help them get rid of all the should. What it is that you're doing right now that you don't like doing, that you don't enjoy doing, and that you're just doing because you think you should do it.
Right.
Oh, I should do the same thing because it's working for other people. Maybe I should try this. Maybe I should. Whatever you're doing from the place of I should, forget it.
Yes.
Forget it. And then sometimes I hear people ask me, but what do I do? Because I don't know what to do. No, we always know what to do. We just don't trust ourselves. We don't listen to ourselves. We don't listen.
That.
So
I love that. It's so true. I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but it's just so true. You have to trust yourself. You have to be confident in the gift that the universe, that God put inside you, that you need to share with the world. You have to trust that. You have to be confident in that, because nobody else can do it. Everybody else does it their own way. Christelle does it her way. Jamie does it her way. I love that.
Yeah, and then, but I don't know what. No, you know what to do. We always know, and sometimes my clients get like, I say, I know you're not gonna like what I'm telling you, but you know exactly what to do. So how do you remember what you know, but you keep saying I don't know? You just go from the goal achieved. So let's say you are in the list of, oh, I want to make $10,000 a month, like that life-changing amount of money in the coaching business, right? So, okay, let's say you made the $10,000 month. How are you showing up? Now that you have reached that golden state of, oh, I make $10,000 in my business. Are you still going live every day on Facebook? Heck no. Okay, remove that now. Don't wait. Don't be like, the moment I will reach this goal, I will stop doing this. That means it's not in alignment with who you are. That means you are just doing it, but you don't want to do it. Whatever you don't want to do, stop doing it, even if it's working for everyone else. If you don't enjoy doing it, stop it. So go from the goal achieved. Okay, now that I have reached this goal, now that I have this many clients, now that I'm making this amount of sales in my business, who am I? How do I run my business? Do I have a team? Start looking for a team now. And sometimes, but I don't have money. Get rid of the limits. Don't focus on what you don't have. What can you do now? Hiring a team is just, again, people get stuck into their head. You can go on Fiverr and hire somebody for $5, $10 an hour to do something, right?
And they're your team.
So when you say hire a team, people start going crazy. No. Right. So if you say, okay, the $10,000 a month business owner that I am will promote my business on LinkedIn, go there now. Leave Facebook. That means you shouldn't be in Facebook in the first place. Go wherever the person already achieved that goal will do. Whatever you will do in that space, start doing it now. Don't get stuck, because you can't get where you want to go from where you are.
Right.
You can't. You have to become the energetic match of what it is that you're trying to achieve. And it is really about alignment. Align to that place already. Don't be like, oh, as soon as I get there. No, you're not going to get there if you are not at that level. It's about matching that energy. Whatever you're looking for, whatever your goal is, has a certain level of energy. That's why you're not there. It's not because it doesn't exist. It's just you that is not able to get there. You have to level up and match that for it to happen. So you start seeing yourself as that person. And it's not just about the strategies you apply in your business. Alignment is really, like I said, entrepreneurship is a journey of your life. You align even in your day-to-day life. When I have $20,000 a month in my business, how do I dress up? Was something I did that was really like crazy? I went in my closet and I asked myself, will I wear these clothes after I reached that? I go, no, I wasn't. Every cloth in that dress, in that closet that didn't match that vision of myself, I threw it away.
Wow.
I didn't wait to have the money to go change. It doesn't matter if I don't have the money right now to go buy all the clothes I want. I can, first of all, already start identifying myself, that person. That's how you become the match. That's alignment. You don't fake it in front of people. Alignment is really you being real, keeping it real. Okay, this is where I'm going. I cannot be wearing these clothes. The $10,000 a month business owner me doesn't wear this. Right. I don't speak this way. I don't show up this way in public. I don't do this kind of thing. Right. So you stop doing those things now. You quit the conversation of, as soon as I get there, I start doing. No, start doing it now. Start being, what I love to say is, become it until you make it. Because usually people say fake it until you make it. Right. For me, you are not faking it. You are becoming the person that has that result. Yes. So become it until you make it. Start seeing yourself, because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is not. So you have to get it on board. You have to make it so real. In your life, it's not about convincing people, faking it in front of people. No, it's about believing it yourself first.
That's right.
Coming to a place of knowing that there is no other way. It's happening. It's done. And I'm that person already right now.
Oh, that is amazing. And I want all of my listeners, all of the people watching, I want you to rewind right now and listen to that again, because she's giving you the key to being where you want to be. Because what I say to my clients is, you are where you are because of who you are. And if you want to be somewhere else, you have to be someone else. The tools that you have right now, those aren't the tools that are going to get you to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to hire coaches. You have to do the work that doesn't necessarily isn't glamorous. You know, it's not the it's not the fun, the, you know, the, this is it's called work for a reason. It's called work for a reason, because it's not easy, but it's worth it. And the person you become on that journey is the whole, like, purpose behind it. So I love the fact you said, become it until you make it. So become it until you make it a reality in your world, like tangible, but you have to already be there with your mindset, right?
Yes, totally. Totally. You really have to be there. There is no other way. Because the only reason why you don't have that goal yet, because where you are and who, like you said, who you are today. So in order for you, the goal is there. Whatever that goal is there. It already exists. You have to go meet it.
Right.
You have to become the person that has it, because other people have it, right?
Right.
You have to become the person that has it. The goal is there, it's done. The money you're looking for, the number of clients, whatever it is already there, is available. You are not in a place yet to experience it. So become the person that is experiencing that. Become that person.
Right.
And always live into that question. Whatever, first of all, as I said, get clear on what you want. And ask yourself, now that I have it, what are the strategies I'm using in my business?
Yes.
You start using those strategies now.
Right.
Do I have a team? Start thinking about it.
Yes.
What is my branding looks like? Everything that person, become that person now.
Right.
Become that person. And the alignment work is not, is the real alignment is when nobody's watching. That's the real alignment. Because it's easy to come sit in front of the camera and show up as a version of you that you want to match. It's easy. But when nobody's watching, are you being that person?
Yes.
Are you being that person when you're washing your dishes in your kitchen? Because I guess that person will still wash dishes, right? Yes. Are you being that person at that moment? Are you being that person when you eat your food?
Yes. Yes.
That's the alignment. That's how your mind, your subconscious mind buys that story. Because if you are two people in front of people, you are faking it, and then behind closed doors, you are somebody different. How do you want your subconscious mind to follow up?
That's right.
You have to be that person every minute of your life. The moment you wake up, you are that person.
Yes.
Who am I today? Now that I have this amount of money, making this amount of money with my business, today, how do I spend my day? How do I show up today?
Yes.
And listen to the answers and trust whatever comes. It can sound crazy. And the best ones are the craziest ones, right? Every time you ask that question, look for the crazy answer. Look for it.
Embrace it. Embrace
pray
it.
for the crazy answer. Because whenever you go like, heck no, I can't do this. You have to stop and think, this is what I'm going to do.
That's right.
Because every time you are scared, that means you are leveling up.
Yes. Yes.
Every time you feel like I'm going to throw up, I'm going to die. No, you're not going to die. You know that. But every time you start like, oh, I can't do this, start freaking out, that means you're about to level up.
Yes.
And your whole being, because your brain is trained to protect you. That's the whole purpose of your brain. So every time there is a change about to happen, your brain starts freaking out. It's not safe. We never did this. How is it going to work? Yeah. So every time you have an idea and you start freaking out, this is not going to, I'm going to die. I'm going to make a fool of myself. Every time you have that moment of fear, feeling crazy, know that is happening. You are shifting. You are leveling up. So go for it.
I love that. I love it. Feel the fear and do it anyways. I truly appreciate you sharing, but not only your own experience, but your passion. You can see and hear your passion in your voice and in your body language, and how this is your gift. This is exactly what you are supposed to be doing with your gift. I
Yes.
love it. I love it.
Yes. You understand now why I couldn't keep my 9 to 5. I just
That's right. That's right. And when you light up because of your gift, then those people that you're helping see that.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
they see how they can that it's attainable, right?
Definitely. Definitely. And again, whatever it is that you want to do in your business, that fire is the key, because if you're doing the difference between some people that make it and people that don't make it is the people that make it know that this is what they are supposed to be doing. Because if you start a business, journey, or decide to launch something because you are trying something out, or because, oh, this is trendy, apparently people are making money out of it now, there's nothing wrong with that. You can,
Right.
but you will never be the same person, because whatever it is that you're trying to start, you want to start, some people are doing it already.
Right. That's right.
Thousands of people around the world are doing it.
That's right.
But what will make you stand out is you.
That's right.
What will make you stand out is the way you show. Because whatever I'm saying today, I'm not saying something you have never heard, right? I'm not going to reinvent the wheel, but I'm going to say it in my own unique way that will resonate with some people, and some people will not resonate.
Right.
Tony Robbins will resonate with some people and will not resonate with other people.
Right.
Bob Proctor will resonate. It's all about the energy you bring in. That energy will be felt by people listening. Some people will be like, this is what I wanted to hear.
That's
And
right.
it's funny, sometimes you tell something to maybe a friend or a family member, and they don't hear you.
Right.
They say that over and over and over and again, they don't hear you. And so all of a sudden they come back all excited. Oh my gosh, somebody said something. It just blew my mind. And like, what did they say? They tell you exactly what you have been telling you for years. And you're like, I have been telling you this. Yes.
That's
But
right.
they needed to hear it from someone else. That's why you can't stop, because other people are already doing it. That's why you cannot not say what you have to say because other people said it. No. Maybe one person needs to hear it from you.
Right.
Whatever it is that you're trying to, yeah, but people are already selling this. No. One person needs to buy that from you.
Right. Right.
Oh, but this business is already, there is so many people doing the same business. No. Some people are waiting for you.
That's right.
Do business with you.
That's right. That's right. Because nobody is just like you. Mm-hmm. Nobody has had all of the experiences that you have. Nobody has your secret sauce and your magic and your interpretations. And like you said, the way that you say something. And I want people to really hear what she's saying. Christelle is saying that it doesn't matter how many other people are in your field, there is nobody like you. And that is so powerful. So if you're on the fence and you are, number one, comparing yourself to others, stop it. Don't compare yourself to others, because you could have a twin sister or brother and they are still different than you. You are special, which means your business is special, which means your message is special, because your gift is yours. So no matter how many people are doing exactly what you're doing, there are people out there just for you. My grandmother used to say, there is a top for every pot, but they're not interchangeable, right? How many times have you had to reach into your cupboard and pull out 3 tops because you're looking for the right damn top to the pot that you're using, right? It's trial and error, so you're pulling them out and you're like, damn it, that's too small. Damn it, that's too big. That's how it works with everybody. Like you said, Tony Robbins is not going to resonate with everybody. He's got a marketing team behind him, which is one of the reasons he is so successful
Mm.
because of his marketing team. There are, I would say that there are more people that have not gotten out of a Tony Robbins course that they thought that they were going to get than people that have. Because so many people think, okay, well, this is working for so many thousands of people, it's gotta work for me. And that's not always the case. I love it, Christelle. Thank you so, so much. Okay, before we wrap up, tell people how they can get in touch with you and if you have any offers or launches or anything like that. I would love to amplify your business.
Thank you so much. So it was really a great pleasure to be here and share this with you. And if you want to continue the conversation, you can go on my website, crystalvega.com. Like my name is written, crystalvega.com. Or on my Facebook. I'm always on my Facebook. You can private message me, same name on Facebook, Crystal Vega. I have the same name on each platform. It's very easy to find me. You go on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I have the same name everywhere. So that's how you can reach out to me. So yeah, I would really love to continue the conversation with whoever needs, resonates with my message.
That's right.
With me, and yeah.
That's right. Now, do you have any offers or are you launching anything soon?
Yes. Okay. Though I will have a special offer on this podcast today. I will offer a 3-hour coaching session with whoever is interested. So the link to my calendar will be available to you. Whoever wants to book a 3-hour coaching session is worth $150. So whoever wants to take advantage, I'll be more than happy to support them.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for offering that to our listeners and viewers. So if you're watching either on the replay, on the Facebook page, on YouTube, I really want you to take note of how she lights up when she's talking about not only her business, but the people that she helps. Because that's really, for me, the definition of success. When you are sharing your gift with the world, you're helping others, and you're elevating people to that next level of where they're supposed to be. That to me is the definition of success. So I want to say thank you for sharing time and space and sharing your gift with us.
Thank you, Jamie. It was really a great pleasure to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're
Thank you
very, very welcome. Very welcome.